tinnitus. Um, I don't know if that is how it's mentioning, but let's take it like that. Tinnitus is an experience where people begin to hear sound, voices in their ears. Okay, some science call it, or medicine describe it, or psychology describe it as a mental situation. And people begin to, when you are there alone, you begin to hear voices, sounds, voices as people are talking in your ears. Some is very severe. It can be so severe that you cannot sleep in an environment that is so noisy. Even when there is fan and there are little noise around you, you cannot take it, because you begin to get confused as if people are talking about you. That is why a lot of people, they always sit outside. They are not able to be indoor and focus and get their things done, because when they are there, they begin to hear thoughts, they get confused and they lose self-control. And it's a very embarrassing situation to a lot of people. And I've seen a lot of research, people come out, show some practices like putting your hands in your ear and doing some kind of things. It does not work, and some people think that they need some drug for it. Brothers and sisters, you don't need a drug for it. I want to explain to you how you can handle that thing, because it is not a disease, it's not a psychological disorder, it is an awakening. Okay, and I cannot explain the theory behind it with this short video, but then you can contact me, because I'm coming out with a masterpiece on that. If you need help, that I will do that for free. If you're experiencing that tinnitus, I will teach you how to build mastery with it. It's a great tool, it's a path to something. But in this short video, I'm going to share with you how you can understand it and use it to motivate yourself. You see, all of us, when we in our evolution, man is a spirit. We are connected to others, we are connected to various spirits, so always there is whispering around. In the Bible, we have things we call spirits, we call whispering spirit. They are spirits that whisper into our ear negative things. Okay, and then we have angels of God also that communicate to us. They don't speak like we do. They comprehend and impress, so they have influence on your brain. This is spiritual, because man is a spirit. It's the same thing with tinnitus. That is why medicine cannot resolve. That's why the scientific practice they share cannot resolve it. Okay, so it's not something you have to fight to overcome. It is who we are. So, but when you master it, you realize that a time will come, it will go high, then you know that something is happening around you. When it go low, when you realize that maybe your environment is less trafficking with regard to spiritual beings. So it's a higher spiritual awakening. When you begin to hear voices, the most important thing is that you should not pay attention to the negative voices. And sometimes some of you might be thinking too much, might be because of stress. And I will explain the purpose of stress, the power in stress, how you can use it to create, to do something. I'll explain what stress actually, the science behind it. But this tinnitus, I want to show you how you can turn it to an optimistic energy, to fuel yourself, to build your confidence, to build your competence, and get yourself always inspired. Because the one syndrome of tinnitus is such people are always weak, they are always contemplating suicide thoughts, and they are all, it's boring when you see people going through that. In extreme cases, you see that their face represents sadness always, because they are confused. But I'm telling you that it is natural. It's not a disaster. It's not a disorder. Okay. Now, the voices you hear, every voice that comes, no matter where it's coming from, you have the power to turn it off or on. It is not compulsory. Even God cannot force his voice on you. You can turn it on or off. So this is what you're going to do. Any negative voice that you hear, you have to switch it on to positive. If you hear you are sinner, turn it to I am righteous. If you hear you are poor, you are weak, you are lonely, you are rejected, you lack favor, nobody cares about you, turn it to the opposite. And when the voice becomes so loud, speak. You see, there is something of our voice I will share with you. Our mouth was not given to us for food, it was given to us to shape the world to advantage. So when those things become overheard, speak.